Hey guys, SkellyBelly here, and I'd like to apologize for the lack of videos that have been going up lately. I was lazy, and also we have a week until school starts, less than a week, so I've also been doing some stuff out in the real world instead of doing videos, and I apologize for that. But we have a YGO duel here, a replay. It was me versus my friend Flounda. Link to his channel in the description. He's got a few videos up. He's pretty funny. Go check him out, Flounda11. And yeah, so I'm running Furnimals over here, and he's using a dark deck. No, it is just a dark deck. There's no real archetype to it, just darks, and it's a pretty good deck, especially to use against Furnimals because Furnimals have low attacks, and it's really easy for him to get out the big dark monsters, such as Dark Nepethys that he just drew into. And one thing I've noticed with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a lot of dark monsters are really strong. What's that about? But basically, I'm going to summon Furnimal Owl and draw into, well, not draw into, but use its effect to get a polymerization, and then dump, I believe it was 5 cards into the summon of him, so he can attack 5 times, but then he goes and battle faders it. So I could have won that, and that would have been really cool, but he goes and battle faders, and then he also sets a Grave Squirmer, which I think comes into play right now. So I try to go Edge Imp Scissors, return Bear, but he ends up DD crowing it and banishing it, so all hope is lost for Edge Imp. Rip in pieces, Edge Imp. So now, the only card in my hand and on my field is Whip Viper, as you can see, and he sends his Dark Nepethys to the graveyard in order to use it later, which he definitely does use it later. And I go through getting first blood with that Whip Viper. Intermates, man. Intermates themselves aren't that good, but Whip Viper and Swordfish, those are my 2 favorites. And as we can see here, he got Dark Nepethys out, and I was able to Whip Viper his attack and defense around, so I don't take the full 2400 damage. And that is one of the things I love most about Whip Viper and most Intermate monsters, is that they use and abuse the switching and lowering of attack and defense. It's really cool. It's a really cool style. But as we can see now, he attacks me directly and brings me down to half, and now he's Courier Banditing, and I think he goes for the MST because that's the only spell he draws. Yep. So he gets the MST to his hand and dumps all of the dark monsters into the graveyard. And as we can see here, I'm sort of at a loss without Whipped Viper. I can't do anything at this point. And so then he dumps a Necro Gardener with the Foolish Burial and then attacks my Furnimal Leo. I'm not sure what I draw into here. Draw into a Whip Viper and switch his attack and defense around and then attack over him for 100. Whip Viper really, that's right, he Necro Gardeners. But still, Whip Viper coming in very clutch in this duel and showing his prowess, and then I switch his attack and defense so that he cannot attack me. I'm not sure if he was going to attack me. Regardless, since it went right to the end phase, I set a D prison and then go and switch his attack and defense and then attack him. It goes through. He's got an MST and a Fires of Doomsday set, which I'm pretty sure the Fires of Doomsday and as well as the MST both come into play here. So he sets a Call of the Haunted, and on my turn I go to apparently just attack, and that's when he activates Call of the Haunted and gets his Nepethys back. When Nepethys is summoned, he destroys my D prison. I go to activate Swords, and then he MSTs it, and I was like, darn, because I could have used that. But as long as I have Whip Viper on my side of the field, I am A-okay, nothing scares me. So he goes for a 1 day of peace, and I go and reverse his attack and defense, because even though I won't take any battle damage, I know how much he hates Whip Viper, and I know that he would take any opportunity to attack me. So I draw into a polymerization, and then go into Destoy Scissor Bear. Reverse his attack and defense, destroy him, and then special summon equipping, which means he can no longer abuse that Dark Nepetus, or however you say it, Nepthes, and continuously special summon him. So then he Armageddon Knights a Dark Hunter. I'm not sure what he was going to do with that, or if he just had to dump something since he summoned Armageddon Knight. So I switched his attack and defense. Didn't really have to, but I wanted to get the most damage possible. And as you can see, I equip him, and now I'm at 42. Scissor Bear OP. No, but seriously, Furnimals are pretty good, like, if you mix them with the Intermates, and I think this may be game, unless he goes for the Fires of Doomsday tokens, which I believe he does, yes, and gets the tokens, as well as a hand destruction, which is a very nice combo, making me send my things. Oh yes, this duel is far from being over, I remember now. So I go and I attack his tokens, destroying them, getting them off the field, and I think, okay, he probably won't have anything else. I'm sort of home free here. He goes and MSTs Dark Nepetus because it's a spell, and then he summons Night Dracula. So if you don't know what this guy does, he's a worm, which is the new monsters that are like the Yangzine dragons, and they're so awesome. And this guy turns all special summon monsters to defense and makes their defense 0, I think, something like that. And I was like, no, you're not getting away with that. So I whip Vipered him, and it actually, in a couple turns here, I think is game. So as you can see, I try to turn him to attack, but as long as Night Dragolich is on the field, special summon monsters cannot be turned to attack position, and so that was something new that I learned. So he draws into the beginning of the end, which is sort of the namesake of the deck, I guess, and he draws in and does a bunch of stuff, gets Mystic Tomato, and yeah, here I summon the bear, and then go in and Heartland Draco, number 82 for the win, coming in key right there at the end. Definitely an awesome card. Like, because I knew that he would have something here, whether it was like something in his set or it was something like a spell trap related. I knew he had something, so I didn't want to attack anything. So I decided to go for Heartland Draco, and it was the best possible decision I could have made. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please drop me a like. It's always appreciated. Also, go check out Flounder11, link in the description to his channel. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, guys.